Everyone get out!
Hello tankers and tankettes, welcome to an M103 replay. This is a game I played with phj, probably on his live stream because this is from a little while back. Not that far, but maybe a month or two. This is a match where, well, you know that recent 5100 replay where I had a really good game, but RNG basically trolled me out of a Radley Walters medal. This is about 10 times worse. This is one of those matches where basically nothing can go right. Now note how many shells I get in the M103. Now let's see if I can, oh god, counting. Okay, 27 plus 4 is 31. Plus 2 is 33. I get 33 shells, you guys. I can count. I can count. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna need all of those, pretty much. It's gonna be that kind of a game. I'm going to need nearly every single shell I've got. So phj gets to his usual early position where he can try and do some spotting, because basically early spotting can make or break a game in Malinovka. It can be literally the key to winning or losing. Who spots how many of the other team first, basically. So I'm initially thinking I'll go up here and I'll move to support the hill to support phj, because, you know, top tier heavy, and I don't want to... They've got some top tier tank destroyers plus a tier 8 arty, so I want to be a little bit cautious. But then, I'm not quite sure why, I actually decided to go, and maybe it's because the WZ was there and I know the T95's along there as well. I decided to go more towards phj's position, and I faff a bit about first because I'm looking for a shot on that WZ, but it doesn't happen. I'm still kind of thinking I'm going to go for the hill at this point, but no, okay. But as you can see, yeah, I kind of changed my mind, head towards phj, and he's probably got the best view range of anyone in the game at the moment, because I think that thing gets like 410 stock, not stock view range, but, you know, base view range, plus optics. I'm pretty sure he'll have optics. Oh, Tiger P can definitely pen that. So there we go, first shot in, first shell fired, nice solid hit. Okay, this is... What are you talking about, Jedi? This is not a bad matchup at all. Why complain about being a tier 9 top tier heavy, and, you know... well, you'll see, the trolling will commence very, very shortly. It's one of those occasions where Wargaming trolls me. Now that was poorly aimed, that one was all my fault. That was just, okay, never mind. I can see a bit of the Tiger P's turret, but no, okay, that one looked like it went a bit low. I didn't see any splash in the ground, so it must have gone into the ground though. And exactly the same thing happens again. Okay, been spotted, let's pull back. Well, I don't know, is it worth trying another one? I mean, if I can nail that guy, no, okay, that one went slightly over that time. No, okay, maybe there's just too little of that turret showing, and, you know, that was just bad luck, really. Total panic shot, well, not panic shot, but a total rush shot at that T71. So that one was my fault. And yeah, T95, well, he's kind of side on, so if I can hit the hatches or maybe the side armor, or my shell can go low into his tracks and not actually track him. That's a thing that can happen as well. Okay, well, never mind, I'll just try again. He's not going anywhere. Try blind shot, might have done some damage. No, it didn't. Okay, never mind. He's quite slow, he's on the boggy ground, and I can just bounce another shell. Probably wasn't very well aimed. I was trying for the commander's hatch there, because there's two hatches on top of the T95, but it's not a big target at this distance, so okay. It's not like missing would be totally unprecedented. It's not like the M103 gun is a total sniper gun, but it would be nice to not bounce another one. Huh. Okay, well, down to 17 shells. Somehow, a T-43 has actually gotten all the way around the back and is about to kill our artillery. And not a whole lot I can do to save the artillery, but I can at least take out that T-43. phj is in... I don't know. Maybe abandoning phj was kind of the wrong thing to do here, but the T-43 could have been... If nothing else, he's gonna... I don't even know where that one went. If nothing else, he's going to spot us for the enemy team, so taking him out seems like a priority. That medium's coming down from the hill as well. Not quite sure what that is, but it's, you know, a medium. of some description. It's a bit when you can't tell. There we go. Well, that's the T-71. And okay, that one was my fault. Okay, no, fair enough. And I can nail the guy though, right? No. Okay, no. I'm actually down to 15 AP shells with 400 damage done, and I think I was probably getting a bit annoyed on TeamSpeak at this point. Because maybe half the shots, okay, I completely was not shooting very well, but the other half were just inexplicable misses, or bounce, or just, you know, shells that vanished into thin air, or where I was aiming for the right spots, but they were going not where I wanted. Still trying to hurt this T-95. Don't know where that one went. Probably over his head. And somebody else gets the kill. T-71 actually. So, yeah, I'm down to 13 shells, and I've had one hit. And done... Well, I've done more than one hit. It's just I've had lots of bounces. I've done one penetrating hit with 413 damage, and I've already wasted over half my AP shells. And at this point I was thinking, okay, I'm really not going to walk away with a profit. I'm barely doing any damage at all here. I'm not helping the team. And some of it was my fault, and some of it really wasn't. And, okay. Well, that one actually hit at least. There we go. That was a good solid... probably not going to get the kill. 9 health. Nope. Nope. Okay, T-71 gets him. I probably, at this point, I should have known better than to try a shot like that, but I did anyway. And it's, I can't even say RNG's has trolled me, because RNG isn't really involved with the way the shot distribution works. How the game decides where your shell is going to go is actually, it's a, if you want to think of it even in kind of tabletop gaming terms, it's a different kind of dice, I guess you'd say. So, T-71 and okay, not so much T-71, but I'm going to go for this scout because he could be a royal pain in the butt, and that's artillery trying to fire at me, so I've got to be careful here, because yeah, that could be annoying. The IS is definitely still where he was last spotted as well, and yeah, that was a, I mean, if he'd been there just a fraction, whatever, but it was a kind of a reaction shot that just missed, went over his head completely. However, I wasn't going to miss at that range. I've finally done over 1k damage, you guys. I finally have a kill. Oh my word. Okay. Just the IS on that side, maybe the 704, but I'm going to take a massive risk. I think, I mean, if it had been the 704 then this probably wouldn't have worked. But I think Foch, oh, there we go. 704 spotted. Foch maybe reported that he was getting shot by the 704 or something like that, so I think I must have been fairly confident that it was just the IS. So I press forward, and this tiger's actually ahead of me. Okay, there's the IS. This should be easy. No, didn't see a puff of smoke. I think that might have been a ghost shell, you know. There was no indication that hit the ground. It just... Nope. No idea. So let's try again. Exactly the same thing! Again! What the actual ever-living heck? To put it politely. Right, I'm fully scoped it this time. I want to see what's happening, and that's the one where the shell finally goes in. Oh, good lord. I'm down to my last 6 AP shells. And I've had 6 penetrating hits. And I started with 27 AP shells. And at this point, I think this is more in hope than, you know, that I'd actually hit that guy. And I did actually hit the 704. That was probably one of the least likely shots I'd attempted all game. And you know what? It worked. I don't know how, but anyway. But yeah, I can't really recall any other time where I've seen shells that honestly seemed like honest-to-goodness ghost shells. But those 2 shells against the IS, they just, like, did nothing at all, just vanished into thin air, and that on top of all the other troll bounces and misses that I'd had. I think I was seriously fed up by the end of this game. So there's that 122.54. Hopefully I've, you know, if he's in the same spot, if he's tracked. Worth another shell, maybe? No? No? Okay. T69 and Foch versus the ISSTI, that one. And the STI actually just goes for it. And I don't have... I can't support Foch right now, because the STI isn't somewhere where I can shoot, unless he backs up, which he is, okay. That really wasn't taking into account the fact the guy was still driving backwards. So, of course, it hit the front of the turret, bounced. That one was my fault. And I'm trying to be a bit careful with this one, because, yeah, last AP shell. I've actually used up all 27 shells and had 9 penetrating hits. And I've at least started to do some damage, but yeah, I am now down to my stock of 2 heat shells and 4 HE shells. And it's a good thing that there's not many enemies left. But, yeah, Foch, I can't help Foch. Fortunately, Foch manages to kill that STI. If I'd been in a position where I'd had to take out like the remaining tanks, I literally don't think I could have done it, because two heat shells is not enough. And it just, yeah. So looking for artillery at this point. And I probably don't need a heat shell for this guy, but I don't want to take the risk that an HE shell wouldn't, you know, pen, whatever. So, there we go. Heat shell on an artillery that really didn't need it, but the only alternative was HE, so heat it was. I don't tend to use much heat on this thing, as you can tell by the fact that I only actually carry 2 heat shells. It's rarely something I have to resort to. It was literally the fact that I actually ran out of all the ammunition. And this guy, fairly low health, so... oh, there we go. Did actually manage to get him with 1 HE shell. And if I hadn't, Foch would have come up and nailed him from behind. So, yeah, I think my frustration level might have been fairly high at the end of that battle. We actually did manage a brothers in arms, which was quite nice. You know, I was not expecting that given how the rest of the battle went, you know, all things considered. 29 shots fired, 16 hits, 11 penetrations. Yeah. Yeah. RNG, even though it wasn't RNG, it still trolled me really, really hard. And that's about the worst match I've ever had in any tank, for the number of just the troll misses, the troll bounces, even ghost shells, you know, 2 in a row. And you know, it doesn't happen often, fortunately. If I had games like that, you know, even if it was a once a day kind of thing, I think World of Tanks would be far less fun. We did win in the end, you know, and I actually had over 3k damage in the end, and I was still second best XP in the end. But if it had gone slightly worse, if that STI had killed Foch, or I'd wasted 1 or 2 more shells, you know, that could have been easily the case that I could have died, and then Foch would have been in an awkward position himself, probably still in a position to actually carry it. But oh my word, the game does troll you sometimes, and it's rarely that it trolls you this much, fortunately, but sometimes it does happen. So there you go. Thanks, RNGesus. Also, Obama, I guess. That's the... yeah, that's me so funny, right? Haha, I referenced a meme from the internet, therefore I am witty, lol. Anyway, if you like this video, you can hit the like button, you can leave a comment below, you can subscribe to my channel, and of course, as always, stay tuned for more.